this is very important topic, that is about total internal reflection. If you notice down these words, total internal reflection, it means it is a kind of reflection in which all the light rays totally internally reflects into the same medium. So this thing, first of all, you have to keep in mind what is meant by this topic, total internal reflection. So notice down there are three words. Total mean as a whole, internal inside, and reflection mean turning back. So it means it is a phenomena in which all the light rays totally internally reflects into the same medium. So that phenomena is known as total internal reflection. Now I will explain how it happens. I think you know, when light rays enter from a denser medium to a rare medium, what happens to it? When light ray enters from a denser medium to a rare medium, it moves away from the normal. I have already told you. Suppose I have this denser medium. This line shows this line is a denser medium. This is a denser medium. This line shows a denser medium, and maybe here a glass. Mean this down there is a glass, and here is a air. Upside medium is a air. You know air is a rare medium, and this down suppose there all is denser medium, and I take a one ray of light like this, incident at this point. I can name like O, and this point like A. OA is incident ray. So here if I draw the normal, I think you know what is meant by normal. Normal is the angle of 90 degree. So this is the 90 degree angle. So what will happen? Light ray is passing from the denser medium to the rare medium. When it passes from a denser to a rare medium, it bends away from the normal like this. So here is the normal. This is the normal line. With dotted line I have drawn normal line. So notice now the light ray is bending away from the normal. Okay, so this is the angle of incidence. We denote with I. If I take further the same medium, and if I increase this angle of incidence now, suppose I have increased this angle of incidence like that. Now the ray I name like suppose AO, just to differentiate this. Now what will happen? Again I draw the normal here. What is normal? 90 degree angle. Now what I have done? I have increased this angle of incidence as it was before. So now as I have increased the angle of incidence, the corresponding angle of reflection will also goes on increasing. If I goes on increasing angle of incidence in the denser medium, the corresponding angle in the rare medium will also goes on increasing. So it will increase. It may be like here, like that. So notice now as compared to previous diagram, I have increased this. It means more bending from the normal. Now this angle is more bend from previous one. Here is less bending because angle of incidence is less. Here I have increased the angle of incidence more, so bending is more. Okay, now if I take another diagram, suppose this is the same medium. Suppose the same medium means denser medium, and if I increase the angle of incidence further like that, and here is the normal again. So this is the angle of incidence. I will notice that at some certain angle of incidence, the ray of light start moving on the surface of the medium like this. Now this is the angle of 90 degree. Notice down again, if I have increased for a certain value of angle of incidence, the corresponding angle becomes 90 degree. Now it has become 90 degree. Notice down this angle from normal to this line. Now reflected ray is this one. Now this ray is not reflecting outward. It is moving along the surface of the medium. It is moving along the surface of the medium, making an angle of 90 degree with a normal. So it means this is the angle of incidence for which we call like critical angle. So I become now C for critical angle. Okay, so now you can define what is meant by critical angle. This is the question examiner also asks you. Define critical angle, or what is meant by critical angle. So you should define, you have to keep this concept in mind. The angle of incidence for which the corresponding angle of refraction becomes equal to 90 degree, that angle of incidence is called critical angle. So it means this angle I is called critical angle when its corresponding refractive angle becomes 90 degree. So this is known as critical angle. I repeat again this definition. You have to consider, you have to think upon from here, so that the concept remain in your mind and you don't forget what is meant by critical angle. Critical angle means the angle of incidence, like this angle of incidence, for which the corresponding angle of refraction becomes equal to 90 degree. For which the corresponding angle of refraction, this is the angle of refraction. Now notice down, this angle of refraction has become equal to 90 degree. So at that value, angle of incidence is called critical angle. We denote with C, and C means critical angle. I think now the concept is clear to you what is critical angle. Now, this is the property of denser medium, that when the angle of incidence become greater than this critical value, all the light rays don't refract. Instead of refracting, they reflect back into the same medium. Now suppose I have the same medium like this, and suppose this is the same medium, like denser medium, down there is denser medium, up here is air medium. So now I have increased the angle of incidence greater as it was before. Now what will happen? This is the normal here, the normal line. Now what will happen? As I have increased the angle of incidence greater than C, what does this sign mean? I mean angle of incidence greater than C mean critical value. Then the light rays will not pass through the medium, will not reflect. Instead refracting, it reflects back like this. So notice down, it is reflecting back into the same medium, not passing through the medium. So this phenomena is called total internal reflection, because now if you goes on increasing the angle of incidence like this, suppose I take another angle which is greater than, if I draw normal here, now notice down this angle again here, I is greater than C, then what will happen? The ray will not go up, the ray will not will not you can say reflect, it reflect back. So in this way all the light rays now reflects back into the same medium, into the denser medium. This is the denser medium. This is the denser medium I am taking. So this phenomena is known as total internal reflection. I again repeat what is meant by total internal reflection. So now it is easy to define what is meant by total internal reflection. We can define it like that. When angle of incidence becomes greater than the critical value, when angle of incidence becomes greater than its critical value, then all the light rays reflects back into the same medium, into the denser medium. So that phenomena is known as total internal reflection. So this is the complete topic. But one thing you have to keep in mind, two things. There are two conditions for total internal reflection to occur. One condition is angle of incidence must be greater than critical value. Angle of incidence always greater than critical value. And second condition is ray of light always pass from denser medium to rare medium. Ray of light always come from denser medium to rare medium. So I will write ray of light always comes from denser to rare medium. So these are two conditions you have to keep in mind. So this is another question the examiner will ask you, what are the conditions of total internal reflection? So these conditions are very easy to remember. First of all, angle of incidence I should be greater than critical angle, and second, ray of light always comes from denser to rare medium. Where ray of light comes from denser to rare medium, not from rare to denser medium. So this is the complete topic of total internal reflection. That's all.